I don't want to do this review. I don't want to do it.
So Hercules.
Hercules.
You didn't like it?
I hated it. Right. Bottom standard of films, Battleship.
Oh God, that
for both of us.
Oh, that was just so bad. It was just the worst film I think I've ever seen in my life. It wasn't even good bad. It was fucking horrendous bad.
So I'm playing the card of it was that bad. It was Battleship bad.
No.
For me, Battleship bad, and I know for you not. But that's the level I'm going to. It's at the worst film of all time kind of level.
Oh no way! Like, there's a special circle of hell reserved for the people that made Battleship and all the people who acted in it, including Liam Neeson.
I was about to say, what about Liam Neeson?
Oh, just that film is. Oh, it's just the worst. It was so bad. It was just so shit.
It was.
Hercules was nowhere near as bad as that. It was not a good film by any stretch of the imagination, by the way. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But there was no way it was as bad as Battleship. Let's
put it like this: it was bad enough that I was like, I didn't feel even slightly worried about leaving the cinema, walking over to Nando's, picking up some stuff from my locker, talking to Pedro for 5 minutes, and then coming back to the film.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, whatever, that's fine.
Okay, well, I quite liked a few of the actors.
I like that.
So I like quite a few of the actors in the film. So I like Ian McShane.
I thought all the merry band of travellers he was with.
I like Dwayne.
Was shit. Dwayne was boring.
But they're only working with what they've got.
Yes, and the script was terrible.
So okay, let me just list what I did think was alright about the film.
Okay.
I thought the idea or the concept behind Hercules was interesting and it's different in that he's not necessarily the son of Zeus, but he's playing up to that legend because he's a mercenary and he gets some jobs, and he's got like a
That was very quiet, Anna.
I know it happened. And like he's got a band of people that go with him, and I didn't mind that. I just think overall the main problem for me was just the story was just way too weak. And
what story?
And like it's a problem with all these films since 300. Even the 300 sequel does this.
Reese's
Pieces. Reese's
fucking
Cups.
a Reese's.
So all these films just don't have a strong enough story or a strong enough style like 300 did, and 300 doesn't have like a really big story, but it's so stylized and so deliberate in everything it does that it sort of gets away with it.
Yeah.
This one just didn't do that. It was just like half baked.
Yeah.
Basically, but I kind of like the actors, and it was so mindless. I just didn't have to think. It's kind of boring. That's the worst thing about it. Okay, I'd just say it was boring.
Yeah. Like the reason that you love an Arnold Schwarzenegger film is because it's so ridiculous and stupid, and his quotes, he's so quotable, and like
it shouldn't have been boring for what it was, because it's like an action film with Hercules, and it should like have.
He's fucking massive.
Yeah, he looks the part.
It's just like, why? Just waste that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think I said to you when we walked out the cinema that it's one of those things where the last like 5 years or so, other than Dread, all these films that potentially could be really good action films, where they're like really over the top and gory,
they've had their edges worn down by the corporate nature of Hollywood.
Yeah, well, they're just trying to appeal to like the widest audience, like all the kids.
PG-13.
Yeah. I think that film potentially could have been a hell of a lot better. Basically, it was just an 18. They could have had swearing, sex, and violence,
which is what we want.
Yeah, we
but
want.
Even then, you don't need that for it to be funny or over the top or crazy.
Well, again, yeah, Spartacus 300 struck a good balance where it was a 15, so it wasn't too much of one thing or another.
Yeah.
Spartacus is the complete other end of that, where it's literally just meant for adults, and thank fuck it is, because it's so good.
Yeah. God. That did not sound
felt horrible.
pleasant.
Yeah, it was just boring. I'd give it like 4 out of 10. Oh, my ballsack.
It started.
Oh shit. They had me mention my
Oh, I wish I had some Coke there.
Oh, that's some.
Oh, nice.
Please. It's how much for one man? What is this doing here?
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, straight away that's better. Oh. It's bits everywhere. Oh.
The burger crumbs.
So, wait, so what, you're giving it what? 4.5?
No, I'll give it like 4 out of 10 or 3 out of 10. It's the sort of film that you watch really late at night when you just can't be asked to watch anything else, and it's on in the background.
Yeah.
You just literally, you're not paying attention to it at all.
Yeah. Well, it's my turn to just say I fucking hated this film.